I read this TikTok comment from someone last night on one of my posts which said, been watching this guy for a while, got a feeling he's just making it up as he goes along. And it made me upset. When I'm upset, I like to mow the lawn. So, all jokes aside, that comment is actually 100% correct. Just a dude out here working on my lawn. It's my hobby. I'm not a, I don't work on a golf course, any of those sorts of things. I read as much as I can, I watch videos. I love lawn care. I know a lot more, than the average person. I enjoy making these videos. And so, yeah, I'm just out here enjoying it, making it up as I go. So here are a few things I'm making up as I go at the moment on the lawn. To start with today, what I've just done is I've mowed down the dark stripes. Now, normally when you are mowing with a cylinder mower and you're trying to create stripes, you walk down the light colored stripes to enhance the look of those stripes and push the grass over in that direction. So the dark stripes are the grass actually pushed towards me. So what I was trying to do was mow back the other direction to kind of try to cancel out those stripes, if that makes sense. So instead of continually pushing it over one direction, I wanted to stand it back up so that I can start a new pattern out on this lawn. It's something I think I find with my Massport being a bit of a lighter sort of cylinder mower. I think it's about 70 kilos in comparison to some of these heavier, bigger mowers, which I do hope to own one day. But they weigh 120, 140, 150 kilos. My impression, just observing, I guess, with other people on social media and whatnot, is that mowing with those sorts of mowers, if you want to change direction, if you want to change the direction of your stripes, it's a lot easier with those because they're so heavy. They do such a good job of pushing the grass over in different directions. I tend to find that patterns can linger a bit in my lawn. So only a month or two ago, I mowed parallel to that garden bed and the back fence, and the stripes on that, they didn't go away for a good 2 or 3 weeks. So anyway, that might work. Hopefully it does. And looking forward to doing something different with the pattern out here. So in changing stripe patterns, that's something I'm just keen to try, see how it goes, kind of trying to reverse the pattern, going the other way and seeing how that goes. Something else I decided, we actually came home from a few nights away. We went away from the weekend. And when I got back yesterday, I was looking around the lawn. It's looking really, really nice, really great color in it, really good coverage. There are a couple of tiny little spots which are, probably not exactly where I'd want to be, where I want it to be. Something I planned to do this week was put out some liquid iron to enhance the color of the lawn. But I think something I actually also want to do is apply some plant growth regulator. So what the PGR is going to do is, and what it does is it slows down growth, and it also helps, and it also can really help to thicken up the lawn by basically what it does is from each stolon in the lawn, there'll be more shoots that come off this. I have not been able to use PGR I haven't used PGR before. In my time getting into lawn care last season, I did a couple of renovations. I had a really big attack of fungal disease. I had lawn grubs, so I never got the chance in the season to use it. Obviously the time that we moved into this lawn, how much I've been working on it, haven't gotten to it this season. And after the fungal disease 5-6 weeks ago, when it first came, I was like, all right, there's my chance. I'm not going to use the PGR. People do talk about the look of a PGR lawn is just amazing. So and how it really tightens and thickens up. So yeah, I want to do that for that reason, the look of it. So I'm going to go at a really, really low rate. It is the middle of March now, so it's probably going to wear off in early April. And our forecast for the next couple of weeks is still really, really nice. So I want to give it a light dose for that reason, the look. I also want to give it some PGR because I'm getting a lot of seed head, and PGR can help to reduce the seed head in the lawn, just makes it look a bit nicer. And I've also got a heap of projects going on inside the house. Looking to build a deck in our undercover area under there over the next couple of weeks. Need to get some trades in, that sort of thing. We want to host my 30th here in June, so we want to get our outdoor area set up, and there's lots of internal renos and things going on. So I'm happy to have a couple of weeks where the lawn looks really good, doesn't need as much attention in terms of mowing and that sort of thing, and you know, I can focus on other things. So yeah, I'm keen to see how it goes because I think it is in really good condition. And yeah, for those reasons I've just mentioned, I think it's really good. So I did go read the label of the product earlier, and you have to wait 4 to 6 hours, or about 6 hours I think it was, before applying it if you've mowed the lawn. So I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow morning. Luckily we've got a beautiful, beautiful week of weather, so hopefully no wind and everything, and I'll get that out tomorrow morning. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on with the theme of this video, and you know, making it up as I go along, is something I think is important with lawn care, which is to be adaptable to what's going on. I've got a fairly rough program that I've been working to, which I want to get more rigorous with, I guess, and follow more as time goes on. And definitely next season I'll be able to renovate my lawn at a more ideal time and all those sorts of things, so I'll be able to follow those things a bit better. But is that you do have to be adaptable. So the start of this video you saw me watering the lawn. That was the first water on the lawn for 9 days. So I went a big chunk of time in between. And it was interesting because I did get a message about it, about how often do you water, how often should you water? And the answer is that you should be adaptable with it, as I said before. So for me, we left on Friday morning. If we had have had a week between Sunday, between the last time I watered, where it was 32, 33, 35, high 20s, really hot, then I would have been watering on the Friday morning before we left to go on our little trip away. But because it was low 20s, and now this week the temperatures are picking up, it's going to be 35 on Saturday in 4 or 5 days time. We've got some, today's 29, we've got some other warmer temps in the high 20s, early 30s. Now this week, I don't want to go 9 days. I don't want to go till next Thursday without watering the lawn because it's so much hotter. So it is important. Hope that wasn't too much of a ramble, but to make sure you're being adaptable. If it's not super hot, well, don't worry about watering every, 5 days or something like that. You can stretch it out a little bit and not use as much water. Or if your lawn's looking really, really good, even though you're due to apply a fertilizer, maybe you can hold off on that because, you can save a little bit of extra money on not having to buy the product as often. The lawn's looking really good. So it's just certain instances where you can do things like that. But anyway, applying PGR, see you tomorrow morning. All right, it's the next day, beautiful still morning. So I have got my enhanced liquid iron product, which is from Lawn Tips. Ben sent me that a while ago, so finally getting some use out of it. Thanks, Ben. And the plant growth regulator I'm using is Astro. A lot of people use Primo Max as their go-to for plant growth regulator. I've got this because I was ordering products off a website once and that was what they sold, so I didn't want to go and buy Primo somewhere else and pay for shipping twice, so that's why I've got that. There's 2 buckets of water in there plus a bit extra, so there's around about 20 litres. I fill this up to about 30 litres. The water rate for the for the Astro is I need between I think 20 and 50 litres, so wide open range. But anyway, I've got 85 ml of that at the low end of the range. Something that's worth mentioning as well is that the liquid iron does go in with a mix of plant growth regulator, and pretty much everyone applies it that way because of the fact that plant growth regulator does yellow off the grass just slightly. Iron greens up the grass, so that's what we want that for. This is also a foliar application, which means that well, I'll go and get gloves for the next bit actually. Yeah, anyway, I think I said something about liquid iron, greens the grass. Foliar application, which means that we want it to sit on the leaf, so you need to apply it when it's got time to dry. You don't want to water your lawn, or make sure you don't apply these products when it's going to rain or the grass is wet. My third and final bucket of water goes in here. I'll stir around that tank a little bit. I'll get this out nice and evenly and look forward to seeing what happens. Because again, I'm just a dude who has absolutely no idea what I'm doing out here. Stir that around, chuck my gumboots on, probably grab some headphones, listen to a podcast. Thanks for watching this video. The amount of seed head out there is absolutely insane at the moment. So I'll probably get this out today and I'll give it a cut in a couple of days, even though it probably won't really need it. The PGR does take a few days to kick in. But yeah, I just want to get rid of that seed head. And then hopefully this does a really good job of keeping it at bay. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.